I really think it has to be a comprehensive approach, right? We definitely need to have more of a police presence. I'm working alongside Chief Raymond and the police department to do that. But also, we have to get to our young people and the people primarily committing these crimes before those incidents happen. We absolutely have to. We have to make sure that we're making investments in housing. We're making investments in job creation so that they have other opportunities. We have to make sure that we as leaders, you don't have to be an elected official to be a leader, but we as leaders are engaging our young people and looking after them and instilling values to where they understand the value of life. And that's something that's missing. So it has to be a comprehensive approach. We got to have the policing part, but we also have to have the part where we're really pouring into our young people so they never go down that road in the first place. Yeah, well, I've been out front and very direct about that since my administration started. I stood up the Commission on Race that's doing great work to this day of community members that are engaged and just as concerned as I am about our racial disparities here. But when you have a national incident like the George Floyd incident, in this digital age, it's going to come into your community, and that's what we saw last summer. I made comments about that tragedy at that time. Yesterday we had the verdict, and I think justice was very much served, but it's still a tragic incident, right? Somebody lost their life, somebody's going to prison forever. Yeah, it's hard to get your hand around, but we as a community have to make sure that we're paying attention to Shreveport and we're making sure that nothing like that happens in our community, that we're pulling together, that we're just working together to make sure that our city is a lot stronger going forward, that our city represents all of our interests going forward, and just avoid an incident like that. Yeah, so what we're doing, we have a data approach to how we're addressing crime in Shreveport, but we don't have an area where we're collecting that data and able to analyze it in real time to help those officers that are out on the street. But Baton Rouge and New Orleans both do. So we're going down to check out their centers, see what they have, see the elements of it, see how their officers are responding, check out the effectiveness of it before we bring that to our community. And I'm going down with 2 council members as well. So hopefully we come back with some great ideas and we can stand up our own real-time crime center to be able to reduce crime in Shreveport very, very soon. So what it would look like right now, we're working with Martha Carter at the Caddo 911. So we would put it actually in our call center where people call 911 and be able to have calls coming in, but also be analyzing surveillance cameras, analyzing speed cameras and various things of that nature around town at the same time, to where sometimes we can even be more proactive than waiting on a call to say, hey, I heard a gunshot. We might have a gunshot detector that tells the people in the 911 center, hey, there's a shooting in this area, and we can dispatch officers proactively. And in incidents like that, time really matters. So that's the reason why this is so important in reducing crime and making sure that we are trying to, make our community safer.